Hello and welcome to another stream. My name is Ray and it is Learning Korean Day 67. Thanks for tuning in. We have basically finished lesson 7 yesterday. The only thing missing are 2 practice videos. So let's go right into it. Here we have our howtostudykorean.com. This is lesson 150. We are not quite that far yet. We go to lesson 7 here. Hi Shakito, thanks for tuning in. And yeah, I did the first practice video yesterday. It actually didn't go too bad. So let's check out what the next will bring us. For that, I know we need some Excel sheets again. Google
All right,
Sheets.
let's practice some conjugations. I'm going to prompt you with verbs and adjectives that follow different.
Okay, I will just very quickly make such a table so I can use it. What's going on? Copy this sheet. Okay. 1 second, I almost have it. Okay, now we should be able to... Yeah, okay. Not quite perfect here. Where is it? There. Okay, so we increase this a bit. There we go. And now we only need past and present. We don't need the future. Delete column. And we need... yeah, nothing else. Okay. Okay, it's a bit too big, I realize. Let's do this one. Is this fine now? Not quite, okay. Let's go like this. Okay. Yeah, it's not perfect. I wonder why this happened. Anyways, I will just adjust the crop here. Sorry about this, but I almost have it. So we crop a bit more at the bottom here. Maybe like this. We crop a bit less at the top. Maybe like this. Ah, this looks good. Okay, I guess this looks good. Yeah, we can leave it like this. Okay, so first of all, we enter what we need here. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so we have to draw a line, which is, as seen in the video, it is kutta. To draw. Okay. Perfect. all perfectly visible, right? Yeah, it looks good. Okay. Now we just add a little line here on the right, and then we have it. Line on the right. Okay. Let's go for the video.
Irregulars that you learned in lesson 7, and it's going to be your job to try to conjugate those verbs and adjectives into all of these formalities and into these tenses. I want to point out that there is no future tense in this video, and the reason why is in every case you're going to be adding this followed by something else, and this actually causes no irregulars to occur. So I didn't want to waste our time by just adding this to the stem of every single verb and adjective that I show you here, and I'd rather focus on the past and present tense, which is where all the irregulars are going to come up. I also want to point out that I'm only going to be using verbs and adjectives that you haven't seen before. All of these verbs and adjectives are actually from lessons that are after lesson 7. The reason why I'm doing this is I thought it would be a good exercise for you to apply something that you know, which is the conjugations of all these tenses, all these formalities and these two tenses, and applying this to words that you haven't seen before. I didn't want to just keep using the same words that you've seen in the lesson because you would have already seen the answers in the lesson. So I'm specifically using new words to try to get you to apply yourself. What I'd like you to do now is pause the video and try to conjugate this word kutta, which follows this irregular, and try to conjugate that into all of these tenses and into all of these formalities. You can pause the video and replay it when you're done.
Okay. So let's do it. So let me put it on this screen. Okay. So informal low, past form. Should we start with past or present? I guess past is fine, right? Okay, so we have could, and so the da is removed. And we basically add osso or asso, and since this is not an a or o, we add osso. So osso. And now the irregular comes into place. The s irregular is just removing it, so we just have this one. Then we copy it. Hey. What happened there? We copy it and we add io for the informal high. Now the plain form. Plain form. Plain form was just otta, right? But should be the same anyways, except kotta. And formal high should also be very similar. Kesimnida, I think. Is it correct? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Okay, now we have. Yeah, I mean it's not that hard, right? We again remove the s, so I am not even writing it. It's just k, or yeah, k. And now for the informal low, we add only a or o. So in this case, again, we add o. Since here the last vowel in this is not an o or a. In that case, we should add a, but since it's not, we add o. So this should be right already. Then informal high, we do the same, and we add yo. Plain form. Plain form. Is this the one where you add an n? I think so, right? Do you add an n here? Or do you add nothing? No, you had nothing, I think. I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure about this. And formal high. Is it like this? I'm actually not sure anymore. Let's watch the result.
Okay, hopefully you've had enough time. I'm going to start with the present tense, and I want to remind you that first I want to just write out the stem, and what I'm going to add to the stem in the informal low respect is I want to add this or this. In this case, because I don't have any preceding vowel that is a or o, I know that I'm going to add this to the stem. But in this case,
Yes.
if this letter in any verbs or adjectives that follow this irregular, if it ever follows a vowel like this, what happens is this letter at the bottom actually gets eliminated, and it's going to not be kuso, but kuo. If I want to conjugate this verb into the informal high respect in the present tense,
don't
it's going
merge
to look
here,
the
right?
exact same as this, but instead I'm going to add yo. And the reason why is I'm still adding this or this and then followed by yo. So it's the same thing, I'm just adding yo to the end.
Okay.
In the
so
plain
far so
form,
good.
I want to decide if I want to add this or this. Now in this case, no irregular comes up because I'm not adding a vowel. However, I do need to decide if I want to add this.
Okay, yeah, so I had the thought, but I thought it's wrong, but it was actually right. So we need to add an N here, I think. Kun.
Or this letter followed by ta, and because kutta ends in a consonant,
Kunda,
I should add this
right?
to the stem, so it would look like this, kunninda. In the formal high respect.
Oh, all right. No irregular comes into place. Oh. Okay. Okay, wow. No irregular, right. So that means... Okay, well then let me think about this one again. Right, the irregular only applies when you add a vowel, right? And in this case, we are not adding a vowel either. So I think the irregular actually comes not into place. So I will say it's actually this one.
It would be the exact same thing as what I saw up here. I need to decide if I want to add this or this to the stem, and because kutta ends in a consonant, I should add simnida to it, so it would look like that, and it would say kussimnida.
Okay, good.
If I want to conjugate this into the past tense, I will actually see the irregular come up in all of these situations, because whenever I conjugate into the past, I know that I should add this
A vowel, yeah,
or this to it. And because in both of these cases, it's going to be the first thing that comes out is a vowel, and that would be the same for all of these cases. So, and again, I'm not going to add this. So in all cases, I'm going to add this followed by something else to the stem, which is just kut. So if I add kut and I add this to it, what's going to happen again is I'm going to see kut, the letter at the bottom gets eliminated, and it would be that. And then in all situations, it's actually going to start off like this. So I'll just go ahead and put that in for all situations. In the informal low respect, I know that I want to add this. In the informal high respect, I want to add that followed by yo. In the plain form, I just want to add ta. And in the formal high respect, I want to add simnida.
Okay.
The next
so at least
verb
this
I would
one
like
was
you to try
correct.
is mutta, which means to ask, which follows this irregular. You can pause the...
Okay then. Yeah, so the N in the present form, in the plain form present. Yeah, I had that remembered wrong, but now I know it and the rest was correct. So let's do the next one. So it is... I will put it here. Okay, we remove this and we add Munda. Mut. Mut? Yeah, Mutta. Mutta to ask. Okay. It's all visible on the stream? Yes, it is. Okay. Good. So, Mun is our word. Mut, of course, Mut. So the da is already gone, we don't need it. And now the irregular. The irregular is we remove the D, but we add an R instead. So it's like this, right? Mul. And then for the past form we add osoyo or asoyo. Since this is not an O or A, but an U, we add osoyo. Osso in this case, only osso. So, and here the same with yo. Here basically this. God damn it. Why is this not in the middle now? Jesus. Okay, this and then just da. And here and this one we do it like nida. So like this. I think this should be correct. And now present form. Again, the same irregular applies. Now we add O or A, so it's O. Informal high, we add the same with you. Plain form, this time I will not make the mistake. I will actually add Ninda. And here we add Simnida. Since, yeah, we are deciding between Ninda and only N-da, but we can only use only N when there's a vowel ending here. But this ends in the consonant, so we need nin. But no, the big question is, never mind. This ends in the consonant, so we add nin, so the irregular actually comes not into play, right? So we leave it like this. This should be correct. Let's see.
Video now and replay it when you're done. Okay, hopefully you've had enough time to fill in all these blanks somewhere on a piece of paper. Again, I'll start off with the present tense.
Let's see.
The stem is this, and in this case, again, as we learned up here, or as we saw up here, hopefully you've learned this in lesson 6 and you're just reviewing this now. I want to add either this or this. Well, the final vowel in this case, or in this case, the only vowel is U. So I want to add this to it.
Yes.
All. I want to add all to that. And if I ever add a vowel to a verb or adjective that's, or it's actually only verbs, there are no adjectives that follow this rule. If I ever add a vowel to a verb that ends in this letter when it follows the irregular, that letter actually changes into this letter. So it's not going to be, it's not going to be mut-all, it's going to be muro. In the informal high respect, it's going to be muro. In the informal high respect, it's the exact same thing, followed by yo. In the plain form, again, I'm not adding a vowel, so in this case, this irregular wouldn't apply, and it would just be mununda. And in the formal high respect, it's the same thing that we saw up here.
Nice.
It would be mutsunida. Because I'm not adding a vowel, this final letter would not actually change.
What do you mean? It annoys me he pronounced mudo. Yeah. How did he pronounce it? I didn't even hear. I would say mudo. He said mut-o, right? Mut-o. But it's 무더, you mean? Because you basically connect. Yeah, but I guess it's wrong anyways.
In the past tense, as we saw up here, it would be in every situation.
Hi,
I'm
by the
going
way.
to be adding this followed by something else.
As you can see, this is irregular practice.
Depending on the different formality. And that means in all cases, I need to add a vowel. And because I'm adding a vowel in all cases, that means that in all situations, it's not going to be mu, it's going to be mul. So it's going to be for this one, actually, like I did above, I'll start everyone with that because I know it's going to be the same for everyone. But the ending will be different. It will be that. It will be 물었어,
물었어. If the next syllable starts with 응 and there's what? 받침 ends on the consonant 받침. The chim is a whole different situation, right? Ah, wait a second. You mean this right here? 받침. Yeah. Consonant followed by a vowel. Yes, it should be. Almost. Here, if R is followed, no, wait, it's this one. Ah, not really. This one, you mean? Followed by a not followed by a vowel. Okay, wow. Oh, okay, I was. Yes. So it's basically this one. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, but this is different. Because here you have the E. But wait. Consonant followed by a vowel. Yeah, it shifts over to the. Yeah, I mean, you always. This is just an example, right? This example is not what applies to our case, but it's just an example, and this applies to our case, anyways. Shouldn't this be also here? Bottom letter? Ah, no, this is followed by a consonant. Okay, never mind then. Actually, not always. Not only consonant. Yeah, oh, never mind. This is a consonant, of course. Never mind. Yeah, but yeah, this shifting in general, how do you say it in English? I don't know. I assumed that already anyways, because it just feels natural, you know? It's normal that you, if it's almost in every language. If there's a consonant and then a vowel in the next syllable, then you just connect them. Like it's in almost every language, I think. Anyways, let's continue.
물었어요,
So,
물었다, and
물었어요.
물었습니다.
Okay, wait, let's compare. Is all correct? Looks good. Okay, perfect.
Down here we have the adjective to be spicy, which follows this irregular. You can pause the video and conjugate this now.
Okay, let's do it. Let's go. Copy this down again, and we will move this one, and we put this one. Okay, let's start with past again. So we have this and this. Okay, and the B irregular should be B irregular is you add an U and you remove the B, right? You remove the B, I think, as well, and but you add an U, so it's like this one. You add this one, and then you need the normal conjugation of the past form, which, since this is not an O or A vowel, you add osso again, osso. And now we actually merge these together. So it's like mosso. Wait. Vosso. Me vosso. Right? Me vosso. Vosso yo. Plain form. Yeah, it needs the same, and here we have the same. Need present. We have this one, I think. And we have this one. Here we have this one, and here we have. Do we have this one or not? Is it umnida or is it? Yeah, it must be umnida, right? It must be. Should be correct. Let's see.
Okay, hopefully you've had enough time to conjugate this into these two tenses. We'll start off with the present tense and the informal lo. I'll start off just by writing the stem, even though I'm going to erase it. Again, there's the stem, and I'm going to add this to it. In this case, if you ever...
By the way, is this are the letters in the video big enough, or are they kind of hard to see? I could potentially... Wait, let me actually do this. Shouldn't take too long. 1 second. We can just crop it a bit more, I guess. Maybe let's leave the title in. And now I actually can still make it. I can crop way more on the right and left, right? But not when we watch another video. Maybe we need this area that he's not using in his video, but sometimes we might use it. I can do it like, yeah, this should be good. The title is fucked up anyways, so I remove the title as well. So we have this. Okay. Now it's better, right? Yes, I think now it's good. Okay, let's do it.
Have this irregular, this letter actually gets eliminated, and so I'll eliminate it first actually.
I cannot increase the quality, that's just his video. I already checked if I have more equality options here on the bottom right of the video, you see it. But I don't know what means, but I guess it's like okay. Yes, like agreeing or confirmation, I guess. Ah, okay, and that's yeah. Yeah, okay. It got introduced to me as yeah. Yes, there are different yes forms. It's like nee, and then there's also yeah. And yeah is in more formal situations, I think. And then there's in. Okay, yep.
Like that. Oh, that's not the right one. It gets
Ing
eliminated.
is more ing is the most casual form. Like nee is like the most popular form, I would say, and ye is just a very formal form, right? Those are basically the three ways to agree with someone.
And it gets changed into this. Now, what happens here is this will actually merge to u, and it won't be me u ha, it would just be me wa. The informal high respect would be the exact same thing, but with the yo at the end. The plain form, because I'm not adding a vowel, again, I would see the same thing that I saw up here and the same thing that I saw up here. I would just add, actually, maybe you made a mistake on this. It's very likely you made a mistake because I almost made the mistake. The mistake that you might have done would be this. And
okay, let's actually see. I think, yeah, I'm correct since I was not correct consciously, but I'm correct anyways, because you have to decide between only adding an n or adding n. No, wait, I'm actually wrong. Wait, let me think about this. No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
And hopefully you remember oh, it's underlined. I want to point out that these are underlined up here, but these are actually right. I don't know why these are being underlined, but those are actually correct. But this is actually supposed to be underlined. This is incorrect. Hopefully you have figured out why.
Can we figure out why this is incorrect? So let me go back to this. So here we are. Okay, so we have Korean. So this is the word, okay? And now we, for the present form, we need to decide if we add this or this, right? One of those, like this or this. We add one of those to this. And we decide, okay, this ends in a consonant. So then we add this one, right? So I remove this. So, and if we move this, we are not adding a vowel. So the irregular should not come into place, except this B irregular is special and we still apply it for some reason. So in that case, it would be probably this, like I did before.
Mipda is an adjective. To be spicy, it's an adjective, and therefore this nunda should never be added to an adjective. As you may recall, the plain form conjugation for
it's only da
for an adjective is simply the adjective itself. So you could just say mipda, and that would be a.
Of course, it's an adjective. Holy shit! It's so funny. I don't even realize it's an adjective. But he almost did the same mistake. Okay. Wow. That's pretty sad. Okay, then let me actually think about this one again. Yeah, we are not. Wait, we are not adding a vowel, right?
A viable conjugation because it's an adjective. If you said mutta or kutta, even though that's what the dictionary form of the verb would be, that would actually not be a conjugation of those verbs. But mipta is actually a possible conjugation because it's an adjective. In the formal high respect, I would have to go 맵습니다.
Okay, yeah, so you don't conjugate adjectives at all. I mean, you just add something. Or you add da to the stem, or you add simnida to the stem. Okay. Yeah.
In the past tense, again, I'm adding a vowel in each case, and in each case, I'm adding this vowel. So it's going to be me, and then the letter at the bottom here is going to change into u, and that's going to merge. So it's going to be me what, and then that's going to be the base of every one of these things here. And it's going to be me wasso. Same thing below. It's going to be me wassoyo.
Yeah.
It's going to be me watta. And it's going to be me was습니다.
Yeah.
If we go down here, we'll see the next verb, 끄다, which is to turn off. And this follows this irregular here. You can pause the video and conjugate this into the past present into.
Okay, so I think the past forms are actually way easier to conjugate than the present forms, because present is different between verbs and adjectives. But okay, that's how it is. Okay, we have Kuda. It's not, no, it's not Kuda, it's Guda. Guda, right? Guda. To turn off. Guda. Okay, yeah, let's do it. So we have gu. Gu. Okay, past form. We add, yeah, it's always the same, because this is never an o or a, so we add again osso. Osso, of course, not asso. So we can copy this. We can put it here. We can do this. We can plain form. We can do this. Oh wait, I so far I have not done the irregular, by the way. So now let's apply the irregular. So the irregular is if this vowel is in the end, you check the previous syllable, but there is no previous syllable. So I'm not sure. And you also remove this, right? You actually remove it, so it I think it just becomes this one actually. I think it's this one. Okay, and here we do the same, and it's just, ah, come on, this one. And now it's this one. Okay, now it's a verb again, but we're not adding a vowel this time, so it does not apply. So we just add the N and then the da. And here we add the B or the M, nida. Okay.
All of these forms, and you can start now.
Was plain form? Sorry, when I'm doing this this table, I am actually not reading the chat. Oh yeah, of course. Okay, yes, yeah, of course. That's obviously wrong. I made a copy paste mistake here. I basically took this from here and copy pasted it, and here I just selected it wrongly. Okay, yeah, thank you.
Okay, hopefully you've had enough time to conjugate or fill in all of these blanks here. With the present tense, again, if I want to add this or this, well, the final vowel, or the only vowel, again, in this case, is not a or o, so I know I'm going to have to add this to it. Now, the stem is just that, and if I add these two together, this sound, this sound, gets eliminated, and it just becomes go.
Oh, he put ga in the end, in the beginning.
In the plain form,
okay.
I have g, which is the stem, and I have to decide if I want to add this or
no
this.
vowel.
Well, in this case, the
irregular
stem
doesn't
ends
apply.
in a vowel. So in all these cases that I saw up here, the stem ended in a consonant, so I had to add nunda. But in this case, I don't add nunda, but what I do add is this, and this letter gets added directly to the stem.
No so irregular, it's right.
Gunda.
Nice.
In the formal high respect, it's this exact same idea, but instead, again, I need to decide if I want to add this letter or simnida. And because this stem ends in a vowel, I'm gonna have to add this to it. So if I add k and this ending here, it's gonna be gumnida. In the past tense, again, in all situations, I'm gonna be adding. In all situations, I'm going to be adding this to it. And what's going to happen is this g and this ot are going to merge with each other. And it's the base for every past tense is going to look like that. So I'll actually go ahead and just copy and paste this into every one here. And what I need to do is think about just now the different formalities.
Can you scroll up a bit?
The first one, the informal would be
down?
kossa, and then the same thing kossa yo. And then the next one kotta, and then the next one kossimnida. The next verb I'd like you to look at is
wait.
And what I need to do is
here we go. So let's compare very quickly. Looks correct. Yes, okay, good.
The next verb I'd like you to look at is oruda, which
okay, I will not even listen to what he's saying. We'll just do it without any help. So I copy this down again. I remove this again. And I remove this again. And the word is o, ore, da. And that means to rise. Okay, let's do it very quickly. Okay, we have the stem o, da. Okay, no, that's not the stem. This is the stem, order. So we have the irregular applied. So we add this one. And then I'm not sure anymore. Let me. Oh, this time we actually need this one, right? Because I think we. Do we look at the previous syllable or do we look at this? I'm not sure. I would say we look at this, and since this is an O, we need to add as as so, this case. But the question is, do we remove this? I don't think remove this. I think we remove only the bottom part and then it get merged to this one. So actually like this. Of course not. Like this. All so. I will go with that. I'm not sure if that's correct, but we'll see. Okay, in this case, yeah, okay, I mean, we have the same irregular, so it's this. And then we have this. And here we put A again, so it's this one. Here we have this one. Here we need to, wow, here it makes no sense at all. I think it's all wrong. This makes no sense anymore. Oh, did it? Ah, yeah, okay. This is just a typing mistake, not a like knowledge mistake. Yeah, so I'm actually not sure if you really remove the from here, because if you do this in this case, then you just have this, and then I'm not sure where to add, like we have to add n da or ninda, right? This or this, this or this, but that doesn't work because there's no, like, this syllable can't stay like this. It's not working at all. So I'm actually not sure if we really remove this, or if we just have this one and then we can add this one, so it becomes basically just this. And since this was the case here, I'm actually not sure if we really remove it for the other cases here. I'm really not sure about this right now, but I will just leave. It will be wrong. This will be wrong, or all of the others will be wrong. One of those. But yeah, I will just leave it like this now.
Follows the irregular the irregular. You can pause the video now and conjugate these into all these blanks.
Hi Cider Game, thanks for tuning in.
Okay, hopefully you've had enough time to fill in all of these blanks. In the present tense, again, I'll write the stem oru, and I want to add this or this to it. Well, in this case, I needed to think about if I want to add, as I've seen in every situation, I want to think about if I want to add this or this. Well, I need to look at the final vowel. The final vowel is Okay, well, that doesn't tell me anything. I need to look at the previous vowel. In this case, the previous vowel is O. So in this case, I actually want to add this to it.
Yes.
Now, anytime I add an a or an a to a stem that ends in r, this letter here gets actually added to the previous syllable. So this previous syllable as well would look like this, and then this sound merges with this sound here. This a is going to merge with this So I'm going to have that, and that's what my conjugation would look like. It would be
okay, it's correct.
A very common incorrect conjugation that many beginners would make would be,
since I'm not a beginner, of course I didn't make the incorrect one.
Ora. And what they've done here is they've forgotten to add that they forgot that this letter also has to be added to the thing before, in the syllable before this addition here.
Okay, then I'm pretty comfortable, but I still think present plain form and present formal high is incorrect for some reason.
I'm going to stress it. what has to happen is this letter also
But the
needs
rest
to be
should be
added
correct.
here, and then this changes to ra, and then I'm going to add yo, so it's going to say 올라요. In the
Olayo.
plain
Nice.
form, here's the
Okay,
stem
now.
again. I want to add
This is the
either
interesting
this
part.
or this. Because this stem ends in a vowel, I know that I
Yes.
should add this directly to the stem. So it's going to
Yes.
be 오른다. In the
Ah,
formal
yes, of course. The irregular doesn't apply because we are not adding a vowel. So this one is actually wrong. But the rest is correct.
same idea. It's going to be 오릅니다. In the past tense, I'm going to see the same situation that I saw in
Okay,
these
looks good.
two formalities, the informal low and the formal high, where I'm going to see this letter get added on to the previous syllable as well. Here's the stem, 오르, and in every situation, I'm going to add this to it. Now, if I add this again, as I saw, this first syllable, or the syllable before 르, is going to have the letter added, so it's going to be 올, and then this and this are going to be merged to each other to be like that. And then there's the past tense conjugation like that. So in every situation in the past tense, it's going to start off like that. So I'll go ahead and paste that
Hi,
in every
China White.
situation. And then I'm going to add basically the formality here. So it's
No brute war till the weekend.
올랐다, and 올랐습니다.
No time. Need to work.
The final verb that we can look at here is 팔다, which follows
Okay,
this.
it's all correct. Wait, let's actually compare. I think it's all correct. Yes. Okay, nice. Okay, so again, I made the mistake with the present plain form and present formal high, because then in that case we are not adding a vowel in the conjugation, so the irregular doesn't apply. Okay. Yeah, well. And now we have to sell. Okay, the last one. I think at least. So again, I copy this down. And we remove this one. We remove this one. And the word now is to sell. 팔다. 팔다. To sell. Okay. Let's do it. Shouldn't be too hard. Let's go. Pal is the stem. And we need to add asso. And now we need to check the irregular. And I really have to think about what the irregular was, because I don't really remember anymore. That's a big problem. What is the R irregular? The R irregular. I'm not sure. The R irregular. You just remove it, right? I think you just remove it. And nothing else. I actually will check here, so that I don't go through all the conjugations on a completely wrong way. So I'm actually checking. I think you just remove. Yes, okay, you remove and you always select the first one of these. But it's... okay. Okay. But it's only for them the irregular applies. Okay, only for those cases. Okay, I see. Okay. So let's do it now. So in this case, you just leave it like this, right? So this should be pretty easy. Plain form, formal high, Simnida. Okay, present to sell. You add an A. Ayo. Now you have to decide between N-da or Ninda, but now the irregular comes into place and we always choose the first. But how is it possible? How can I add this? Ah, of course, you remove the R. Of course. So it's Pan. And here we have Pamnida. Okay, let's check.
You can go ahead and conjugate this now. Okay, hopefully you've had enough time to conjugate this into all of these blanks. This one's actually a pretty easy one that it only really applies in one, or sorry, two of our blanks here.
Yeah, let's see.
Part of that, if I was going to conjugate it in the informal low, well, there's the stem, and I'm going to add this to it because the final vowel is a. So this first one is just going to be para. The next one's going to be
para. Yeah.
Parayo.
Parayo.
Now, as I said before, these are the other two situations where we're going to see this. Well, I'm going to have the stem followed by this or this. But as you know, with this irregular, if you add this ending to it, it's not going to be a very common mistake would be to say palnunda. But instead, what's actually happening is it becomes panda.
Panda. Nice.
And the same.
Oh, I forgot the da. Well, the da, of
course.
Not I just forgot it.
Instead, it's going to be pamnida. In the past tense, there's actually no irregular comes up because whenever I add a or to a irregular that ends in this letter, there is no change to it. It's only a change if you're adding these two things. So it's going to be par at, and that's going to be the base for every past tense form. And I'll go ahead and put that in each case. Now it's just a matter of adding the formality, which is going to be
paraso,
parasoyo, parata, and parasmida.
Nice.
Well, that was fun.
Okay.
I hope you learned a lot.
Yes, I guess we did. Okay. So, now I go back to...
Alright, let's practice some sentences. I'm going to prompt you with English sentences.
1 second. Oh, here I have a problem now. Now this is also cut off here because I changed it. Damn! I thought it was not the same actually. That's a problem. Problem. Hi, nice community. Is that actually your name? I don't see your full name. 1 second. Nice community. Yes. Okay. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I just have this cut off here by mistake. Very sorry about that. Let me just very quickly fix it. Okay, 1 second. Okay, now I can change the cropping again. Damn. Like this looks good. On the right, yeah, right can basically be like this. Maybe like this. Bottom should not be cropped at all. like this. And top should also not really be cropped. Yeah, okay, like this. Okay, that's good. Thanks for doing this. This is cool. Nice community. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. I have not seen you before. How did you find the stream? Did you just find it randomly, or did you actually watch my YouTube videos and came here because of the YouTube videos? Can you tell me? Are you still here? I guess he's not. He already left. At least I see only one viewer, and Shakito is still here, so... Okay, anyways, he thinks it's cool, but he doesn't want to stay. It's fine. Okay, yeah, we are already at after 7 p.m. Yeah, we only managed to do one video. I expected one more, to be honest. I needed some time to crop the window correctly. But yeah, next time we'll do this one. And here again, now I can easily switch. Now I can just...
One lesson 7.
For example, now I can just do this one, and it's bigger. Bam. Slightly bigger. Yeah, not by that much, but... yeah, anyways. Yeah, so that will be the video for next time. It's only 2 minutes. 2 minutes 40 seconds. Oh, I also getting spoiled, by the way. I will forget until next day, tomorrow. Yeah, so that's the video we'll do tomorrow. And then we have actually the lesson 7 completed completely. And that means we'll do the vocabulary for lesson 8. So I think this video will not take that long. So next time in the second half or so of tomorrow's lesson, we will actually start with the vocabulary of lesson 8. So that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching. Shakito, thanks for staying the whole time. Some people come and leave, but you're staying. Also, Usultis and Morphe are not here anymore. Very sad. Maybe they'll come soon again. But yeah, thanks that you are here. So, bye bye and annyeong.